If you've been outside today, you definitely noticed that there is just a lot of sun, maybe a few clouds, but no rain. And only 13 lightning strikes have been observed in the storm over the past 10 minutes. So it's not very severe, and really a lot of clear skies out there with just a few clouds hanging around campus. We had a lot of rain come through that was very quick a couple of days ago, but that's providing really nice cool and calm conditions. Into Georgia here, it's been following this corridor over the past couple hours, providing a lot of rain and a lot of lightning. We still have a severe drought here, and Alabama has actually already issued some red flag warnings which could extend into Mississippi. So we're really not seeing much in the ways of cover from this sun, as temperatures will start going back down into the 80s this evening. It's not bringing any effect for us this next week, but it's expected to move across into the Atlantic. If you're going to be inside Davis Wade at that time, it's going to feel a little warmer than 77, maybe about the mid 80s as well. Good afternoon, Bulldogs, and it's feeling like a good afternoon out there with temperatures really sticking in those comfortable mid-60s out there with the sun still shining. It can feel a little warmer, especially if you're not in a shaded area, but it's still going to be feeling like this just throughout the rest of the day. Some areas can experience some higher 60s later on this afternoon and into lower 70s, but it's still going to be feeling very comfortable as we continue on throughout our day. Same goes for the rest of the northeastern counties, as we still sit around the mid-60s and will continue on like that throughout the rest of the day. And if we check our national radar, we're just really not seeing any big precipitation throughout most of the United States. We do have a little bit of this low pressure system here up into the north east, providing some rain and a mix of snow into Ohio right there. But for the southeast, it's going to be remaining dry. And that's why I wanted to take a look at this drought monitor here. We've really been looking at this throughout most of the season, as we've really just not had really just below average rainfall throughout most of the season. And so right now we are sitting in a dry spot with some moderate dry areas more into the west of Mississippi. But as we have some dry conditions that are going to be persisting on for the next few days, these areas can continue spreading east, and so we'll keep monitoring that for you as well. And the risk of fire weather could be on the horizon, so we'll keep you updated with that as well. And further into tonight, that's where we'll see temperatures dipping back down into a low of about the mid 40s, and so it's going to be feeling still pretty chilly, but these temperatures are going to be above freezing compared to what they have been in the past couple of days. So you're not really going to be seeing much frost into tomorrow morning as well, but the skies will remain clear as well. And then into tomorrow, temperatures will even go higher into the higher 70s with maybe a few spotty clouds here or there, but it's not going to provide much cover from the sun, so it's going to be feeling very comfortable as we continue on into tomorrow. And that leads into our Bulldog Bash. We'll have services performing with Bryce Vine tomorrow, along with some local bands that will be making their debuts, and so you'll probably be wondering what the conditions are going to be throughout the night as well. And so we'll have some clear skies throughout the rest of the night, as temperatures will be sticking around into the higher 60s by 6 p.m. and we'll start to see performances at 6:30, and then leading on into the rest of the night, we'll start to see temperatures dip back down into the higher 50s. And so bring a light jacket with you, especially when you're leaving the concert, but when you're around a lot of that crowd, it's going to feel pretty warm, especially with all those warm bodies together. And throughout the rest of the weekend, it's still going to be feeling very comfortable, with temperatures ranging into the mid 70s by Saturday and into the higher 70s by Sunday. And then we do have warmer nights ahead, as we have temperatures or lows reaching down into the mid 50s, increasing into the lower 60s by Tuesday, and then we'll have a cold front that's going to bring temperatures right back down into the mid 50s or mid 40s by Thursday. But it's going to be above freezing compared to what we've seen in the past week. And for the rest of the week, we'll start to see those temperatures really sticking around those higher 70s, and then start decreasing just a little bit into the higher 60s by Thursday, as lows will start reaching into the 50s and then get back down to the mid 40s by next Thursday.